Get ready to match the stars. James Darren, Brett Summers, Nipsey Russell, Juliet Mills, Richard Dawson, and Betty White as we play the star-studded Big Money Match Game 74. And now here's the star of Match Game 74, Gene Rayburn.
Thank you, Johnny Olson and dear friends. Aren't they a lively bunch?
We are indeed.
Now, old-timers, we have to do what we old-timers always do to the new kid on the block, right?
Right.
We got to give him a special welcome. You don't have to join us. This is just for us people who've been on here a lot. Let us all welcome James Darren. Applause, 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 applause. Oh, see, they're enthusiastic anyway. We welcome you.
Thank you. Thank you. It's
You're
nice
going to be
here.
terrific.
I will?
Yes.
You sure?
Isn't he going to be terrific?
Yeah.
Yeah, we're going to have a lot of
He is
laughs.
terrific.
And we're going to give away some money. And how are you? What are you wearing?
A bathrobe.
That's what I thought. I thought it was a bathrobe.
It
when I
is a
came out.
bathrobe.
You're wearing it's the most chic bathrobe I've ever seen there.
Well, I'll do my B. Lily imitation.
Okay.
She's going to be
Okay.
terrific.
Hello.
How are you?
You want to welcome me so I'll be terrific?
All right. We welcome Nipsey Russell. Now, you've been here so many times before. We don't have to give you a special welcome. It's certain people who get special welcomes only.
Yeah, I see. There's a
Now,
method
hello to our
your
two
madness.
civilian players here, Larry Presley and Andrea Goldstein. How are you? Steen or Stein? Steen. I said it right. How much money have you won?
$5,700.
$5,700.
Yeah.
Say, that's very good, Larry. We're in the middle of round one. You've had your first round question. Andrea, you've scored 2. And your first round question will come up in a moment or so. But first, we've got to do a little business, and this is it. Ready for the middle of round 1. Here we go. Larry, this is yours. Listen carefully. Everybody, whoops, I stepped on my own mic cable there. I'm such a klutzy guy. Anyway, the astronaut said, "It was just a routine trip to the moon. The only trouble we had was when I got my blank stuck in a bottle of Tang." Said the astronaut said, "It was just a routine trip to the moon. The only trouble we had was when I got my blank stuck in a bottle of Tang."
Yes.
Now think about that. Don't think too hard. And don't trust your first instinct. Well, let's see. You're finished, right?
I'm finished.
All right. Okay. James and Brett are finished. Nipsey, did you put your card in the thing? Your light is not
Oh, is
lit.
that what you got to do with it?
That will light your light. Okay. Juliet's ready, so we'll call on Larry. The astronaut said, "It was just a routine trip to the moon. The only trouble we had was when I got my blank stuck in a bottle of Tang."
How about hand?
Well, how
Hand?
about hand? Now, don't pick on him. He's a champ. Hand. I've never seen a bottle of Tang. Can you get your hand in a bottle of Tang? James, may we see yours, please?
My hand?
I got a
What?
good answer.
Oh,
I got
good.
my blood stuck in the bottle of Tang.
Jack Norris.
You like that one? Okay, Dickie?
He got
That match anything?
You know,
Hi, Gene.
it looks suspiciously like Jack Nars to me. Are you the real Jack Nars?
You better believe it, man.
On your knees, huh?
That's the only way I can get here.
Well,
After last night, yes?
yeah, I really didn't expect an answer from you. Is that the best you can do?
Oh, no, I have another little clue here.
Yes, his
I want
watch.
everybody to...
Watch, now you see
It's the
it.
greatest game show on television.
When is that on, Jack?
Every day.
All right, we'll watch for Jack Nars every day.
We made some changes. We made some changes in the show that are really exciting. It speeds it up, a lot more competitive, a lot more fun. Started Christmas week last week. And we're on at 11 o'clock in the East and 10 o'clock all over the rest of the world.
Well, let's all watch for Jack Nars, and now you see it. Thank you, Jack.
Good luck, Jimmy. This is the hot spot.
How do you get out of here?
The new kid on the block is Jim, right?
That's right.
This
He's
is
going to
a
crawl
tough
back
chair,
into
Jim.
his
I
hole
know.
now. Okay.
I'm going home now, Gene.
Oh, all right, Jack. Great to see you here.
Have a
Thank you
great
very
year.
much. Okay.
Much success on Match Game.
Thank
Love the
you.
show. Watch it every day.
Atta boy. Need everyone I can get.
Baby.
Okay, Jack Nars. Bravo! Now, let me repeat the question here now. The astronaut said it was just a routine trip to the moon. The only trouble we had was that I got my blank stuck in a bottle of Tang, and Larry said hand, and now we call on you for your answer.
Well, I'm hoping that the bottle of Tang was empty.
Oh.
Right? Or full, I mean.
Yeah.
Because if it was empty, he could have had anything caught in the bottle of Tang.
Right.
At least we used to do a lot of things in bottles of milk, empty bottles of milk.
Right.
In Philadelphia.
Listen, just show and tell, James.
His tongue.
Got his tongue caught in a bottle of Tang. That's possible. He drank too deeply of the Tang. Yes, Miss Brett, honey. How's that little southern girl?
Just fine, and I am so thrilled to have a pretty little critter like that sitting on my right. I can't. I mean, after all, for a year with Charles Nelson Riley, honey. You appreciate a good-looking fella. What? I said tongue.
Tongue. So far we got 2 tongues in a Tang. And that's all. What is that? 2 tongues in a Tang.
2 tongues in a tank?
Yes.
Well, there's never going to be any black astronauts because they can't get soul food in that little tube they eat out
Oh,
of.
I see.
I have 3 tongues in a tank.
3 tongues in a Tang. There. Do you make it 4 tongues in a Tang, my dear?
No, I don't. I got my thumb caught in the tank.
The thumb is caught in the Tang. Now, so far, we have 3 tongues and 1 thumb in the Tang. There. 3 tongues and 1 thumb in the Tang. There. What do you say?
I say, let's go and have a drink somewhere.
Okay.
Yes, sir. What was it?
The question was, the only trouble we had was when I got my blank stuck in a bottle of Tang.
I am a man of many tongues.
Many tongues there. Tongue seems to have been the answer, Larry. Now, let's see if you match up with Betty White. His answer is hand.
He had Jack Nars up there. You should see who I've got under here.
Oh, really?
And what show is he plugging?
Now, wait a minute. It's Betty's...
Billy Barty would be a half astronaut, and we all know that.
That's right.
I tell you what we've got here. We had to get a tong to get our tongue out of the Tang.
Gee, you had a lot of tongues there. That would have really scored for you. Okay, the end of round 1, 2-0 favor of Andrea, our challenger. Round 2 coming up, but first this comes up for you especially. Okay, now go to round 2 here and ask Andrea to make a selection.
Take B again, please.
B, is that what you had the first round?
Yes, sir.
Okay, now there are 2 of you who will not play. Nipsey and Richard will not participate. Everybody else will.
What do you mean?
Well, in the first round question, whoever was sitting in your position matched her. So you lay out during the... in her first round question. So now this is her second round question, so you do what I tell you to and don't ask questions.
Okay.
Remember, it's my show, okay? Yes.
Okay, don't holler.
At the Godfather's wedding, the drummer forgot his drumsticks. So the Godfather played the drums with a blank.
I'm glad I don't play.
At the Godfather's wedding, the drummer forgot his drumsticks, so the Godfather played the drums with a... And Andrea is thinking about it, and the rest of you will write something. This is the Godfather's wedding, wig lady.
Yes, yes.
Wearing a bathrobe just because James Darren is sitting next to you.
I'm going to unbutton it later on.
All right. Well, right now, we'd appreciate an answer on the card.
Okay.
Okay. Let's see. She's ready. And, okay. How are you?
I'm all right.
Nice to see you again, my dear.
Nice to see you.
Okay, now we come over here to Andrea. At the Godfather's wedding, the drummer forgot his drumsticks. So the Godfather played the drums with a...
Gun.
A gun.
Gun.
She says a gun. Now, you're fairly musical. Did you say gun?
No, I'm Italian, too, and I did not say gun.
You didn't?
No, I said a breadstick.
A breadstick.
Yes.
Oh, yeah, an Italian breadstick. Yeah. No, half the audience liked it, and half the audience is going to get you in the parking lot after the show. What do you say?
As Charles Nelson Riley would say, I said pistol.
So that's the if you weren't around when I said it on another occasion, Charles Nelson Riley was absolutely superb in his Broadway show.
Of his
he's doing
role.
a marvelous job on Broadway in the play God's Favorite. Now, here we come to you, my dear. The Godfather of Wedding, the drummer forgot his drumsticks, so the Godfather played the drums with a...
Well, I don't think he carries a gun. Everybody else does. So he played it with a spoon.
The Godfather played the drums with a spoon? You didn't see the movie, did you?
Well, does he carry a gun? No, his protectors carry the gun.
Oh, isn't she?
I'm tossing up for a breadstick.
What a logical mind you have.
Yeah.
You're fired. Now, what do you say, Betty, my dear?
Oh, that's right, you don't write. Well, I took a shot at it with a machine gun.
Machine gun and gun, that is a match. Okay. That's 2 more for you. Now, you've got to match 4 to stay in the game. 5, Larry, will win another game for you. Let's see what happens. Mrs. Dracula said, "My husband, the Count, is not very romantic. On our anniversary, all he gave me was a blank."
Read that again.
Mrs. Dracula said, "My husband, the Count, is not very romantic. On our anniversary, all he gave me was a blank."
You know that's a wrong imitation. She was Irish.
She was Irish? So, my husband, the Count, he's not very romantic at all. On our anniversary, all he gave me was a blank.
That's better, darling.
All right. All he gave me was a blank. All right, everybody playing? Ready down here? Okay. Now we're all set, and we'll call on Larry. Mrs. Dracula said, "My husband, the Count, is not very romantic. On our anniversary, all he gave me was a blank."
Well, I hope it was a bite, someplace on the neck, probably.
A what?
A bite.
A bite. Okay. All he gave me was a bite.
He gave her what?
He said all he gave was a bite.
That would be romantic. I figured if he wasn't romantic, he'd sort of put her in some place where they both couldn't fit. A
All he
coffin.
gave me was a coffin. Aha.
A bite on the neck or a suck
Now
on the
you've
neck
got
is
to
romantic.
learn to write bigger so I can read it because I'm blind and I can't read that.
Jack Lars standing.
Jack Lars almost gave me cardiac arrest. I didn't know he was there. No, I
Even when
never
he was talking, she didn't know he was.
Now, may we see yours?
Of course you may see.
Bite is the answer.
What is the answer?
Bite
Blight?
is the answer that Larry suggested.
Well, it's what a person who should remain nameless gave me last Christmas. A casket.
A casket. Got to match everybody else remaining, Larry, to stay in the game. All right, Nipsey, we're up to you. Bite is
As
what he's looking
Larry
for.
and I know, a bite on the neck is a hickey.
Does that match? That a match? Yeah. Okay. Now, still looking for bite?
Yeah,
on the neck or any place?
I'm looking for a match still. I said a vampire kiss, which is a bite, after
A
all.
vampire kiss, is that a bite? Yes, it is. Larry, you're hanging in there. You got 2 more hurdles to get over here. Let's see what happens with Richard.
Jump is the word.
Larry, so far, all you've had is the good news. Now the bad news. All we gave you was a pint of blood.
Oh, you had a bite on the neck, stand by for a moment or so here. We got to say goodbye to Larry. But Larry is not going to go, away. He's not going to be an unhappy fellow to leave here because he's going to leave with $5,700.
Like
and I
a
just
bank.
wish it. I hope you enjoyed it, Larry. Good. Larry Presley. Now, we'll get back to this later in a moment or so, but first we got this message for you. Here we are, don't we make a lovely couple? Andrea Goldstein and I are standing here now, and she's waiting to have a go at real big money here, over $5,000 in the super match. You ready?
Yes, I am.
All right, here's the way it goes, Andrea. We polled a recent studio audience, and we got their best response to this. Rag blank. Now, the answer they gave most often is worth $500. You got to match it, though. If you match the next one, you get $250, And if you match a third, you get 100. Which three celebrities would you like a little assist from?
Richard?
What bread is in real life? A rag doll.
A rag doll. Okay, there's one. Juliet.
Ragtime.
Ragtime. Okay.
Betty?
And Betty White.
Rag mop.
Rag mop. You got rag mop, rag doll, and ragtime. You want to choose one of those or think up one of your own?
I'll go with Rag Doll.
You go with the rag doll. Okay.
Yeah, I guess so.
That's a straight line if I ever heard it. You go with I went with a rag doll once, and well, we'll think about it. That's a rainbow mode. All right, so we're looking for a rag doll. Let's find out if it's up there, and if so, where. First, may we see the $100 response? Rag bag. All right, did anybody have rag bag?
I had rag bag.
You had rag bag.
That figures.
Well, doesn't that figure? Looking for rag doll, here's the $250 response. Ragtime. That's one Juliet gave you. All right, last chance for rag doll, the $500 response. There it is. Congratulations. Yay. Congratulations. So you got the money. Andre, you're up to 600. Now you're going to play for the $5,000. But to collect, you got to match one of them. And now it's time to choose one.
Richard.
Okay, Richard, we'll get ready to write. You face me, and here is the $5,000 question. Who's blank? That's W-H-O''S, blank. Who's blank? W-H-O''S. Okay, he's finished. Now, Andrea, we call on you for a response which you think will match Richard. What say you to that? Who's
Who?
who? Who's who? Well, all right, Richard. She says who's who will match you. Now, for $5,000, may we see your answer, if you please.
What a way to end the year.
Abbott and Costello, who's on first? Who's who? Who's that?
My neighbors. My husband's home taking care of my sick children. And my...
Okay. All right. So, Andrea has the $5,600. She just told me those two people cheering and hollering in the second row there are her neighbors. They accompanied her here, and her husband is staying home with the children. What's wrong with your kids?
Stomach flu, whatever.
Oh. You haven't got any. You didn't bring any with you, did you? No. Because we don't need the flu here. We got enough trouble. Oh, there's your souvenir card of $5,600 is what you have. You're going to meet another player now, right? And play another game. Are you ready for that?
Sure am.
Okay, let's welcome Patty Salas. Hello, Patty. Did I say your name right?
Salas.
I said Salas. I said Salas, you say Salas. I say tomato. How are you?
Fine, thank you.
All right, you want to tell us a little bit about yourself while Andrea pulls herself together here and rolls up her sleeves?
I'm a housewife from Burbank. I have a 2.5-year-old daughter named Nikki, and I have a green belt in karate.
You have a green belt in karate?
Oh, don't mess around.
Well, I had no intention of messing around because that's not my job. My job is just to stay as far away as I can from it. All right, you ready to play?
Yes.
Here we go, Patty. Please make a selection.
I'll take A.
A. Everybody plays because we've got a new game going here. You all remember how wonderful James Darren was in all those Gidget pictures, don't you? Well, James Darren said, you all remember that too. Well, here's what he said.
My mom especially. Go ahead.
Yes, your mother loved that. I remember that. He said, my all-time favorite was Gidget Goes Hawaiian. Not many people know this, but Gidget lost her blank on a surfboard.
You'd be surprised at what she really lost on the surfboard.
Did you hear all that?
I was in the middle of the ocean with her.
He said, my all-time favorite was Gidget Goes Hawaiian. Not many people know this, but Gidget lost her blank on a surfboard.
I'm
right.
finished.
Good girl. All right, we got to move along briskly now. Do not tarry. Do not delay. Just put it in the slot there. You've got an answer.
I think you almost made up a poem, sweetheart.
Yes.
Do not tarry, do not delay.
All right. Patty.
That's the way.
He said, my all-time favorite was Gidget Goes Hawaiian. Not many people know this, but Gidget lost her blank on a surfboard.
Her virtue.
Her virtue.
You were close.
You're applauding that, are you? I don't know what they're applauding.
She was very close.
She was close. Would you like to
You almost hit it on the head. As a matter of fact.
just show your card?
I'll tell you, before her virtue,
tell 'em.
she lost her gum.
Lost her gum, or she chewed gum all the time?
Always.
I
always.
see. All right, Brett, what did she lose on her surfboard?
They say John Wayne lost it on a horse, but she lost her innocence on a surfboard.
There's one for you, Patty. Nipsey?
Well, see, I went to night school. I can't write in the daytime. But it says her bikini.
Itsy bitsy weeny bikini.
Yeah.
All right, Julia,
And
tell
I
us
have some support there.
what Gidget lost on that surfboard.
Well, if she didn't lose it on the surfboard, I expect she lost it in Hawaii. Her knickers.
Her knickers. Yeah, that would be preliminary to losing her virtue, wouldn't it? What did you say, Richard?
After
Not
those, she
necessarily.
loses the virtue.
That's it. Okay, there are two for you and Betty.
We may have to have a meeting. Her balance?
Her balance? All right, that's two for you. Your first round question is yet to come, but before anything happens, this message will come your way. Gene Rayburn, Match Game 74. Join us next time. Goodbye.
This is Johnny Olson speaking for Match Game 74. A Mark Goodson, Bill Todman production. Stay tuned for Tattletales next over most of the CBS stations.